I couldn't be prouder of this program. It started several years ago, and we really looked at the different alternatives for providing service and support and devices to the federal government. We ended up with, I think, not really just a great contract, but a great program. And what I mean by that is, anybody can put a contract in place, and agencies are doing that all the time, every day. But when you look at how to really structure services and solutions around it, I think that you'll learn today that this program has done that with the economic model that we have in place, as well as the expertise from our folks and our industry partners on how to structure these things. Because as we know, a lot of the research that we did when we were putting this together and working with agencies is, in some cases, agencies had thousands and thousands of agreements or contracts or ways in which they were acquiring devices and services. And that becomes daunting when you're looking at moving to a new vehicle, and we know that. And so even though GSA is a small agency at 12,000 people, and obviously your agencies probably are much larger than that, I think it's still, you can still take the sort of the same approach that we did and that other agencies are doing to look at how to phase this in and how to accommodate all the various people that you have all around the country to give them the service and support that they need. So the contract was launched about 2 years ago, and I'm really pleased to say we've got 86% of the cabinet level agencies using this contract and this program. People are averaging about 27% in savings against what's previously looked at from the sort of the federal space, and with the agencies that we know, the contracts that they gave us, what we were able to benchmark and use that information. Average costs for carrier services are about $39.77. And if you think about your own personal device and what you pay per month, or if you have the family plan, you're paying a lot more than that. So again, just a really awesome opportunity, and I think the way that we structure these things is really the aggregation and leveraging of government spend as a whole, and what you all can do in your agency across the enterprise to just do better at like pooling minutes and how you're using your plan and your services. DOD, DHS, HHS, SBA, DOT, VA, FCC, SSA, DOI, those are just a few of the agencies that are using this program. And so if you look at them collectively, I think it makes a lot of sense that probably for the most part, any agency can take advantage of this contract and this program and use it. So we have some agencies with us that you're going to hear from today on some best practices and how they've used this contract effectively, not only to save money, but really, do a better job at managing the devices and the plans. DITCO, DISA's here, BLM is here. We've got MDA and Department of Energy, the CIO's office. So again, just a lot of good examples, and more importantly, throughout the day today, you'll have the opportunity to get some hands-on training, some experience, learn more about the BPAs, learn more about the providers on those BPAs, the services that they provide, as well as I said, like training in that economic model, which is, here's what my current profile looks like. And what if we plug that in and make some tweaks and changes based on some of the best practices, what could it look like for this agency? What could our savings be? How could we do a better job of really looking at things like tech refresh? How often does that have to happen? Sometimes, like for instance, on our contract, I was using before a Samsung Galaxy Note. Well, that wasn't available on this contract, but instead I got the Samsung Mega, and I actually like it better. So I think a lot of this becomes, very personal for people too, about I want this phone and I want it to look like this. But for what we do, for the most part, in our jobs in government, you're not going to find that there's no device that can't meet your need really on this program. And again, with the features of the services available, really unmatched. So that's sort of where we are today. And as we look at where this organization and where government's going in the future, as we're planning for telecommunications contracts or IT contracts, we're also going to start thinking about sort of the next generation of this program. And so it would be, really helpful for you all as you're using this contract and these services and you're talking with our folks to just help us say, this is what we'd really like to see. This is where this should be going. What can we do around security and tying these things into, enterprise infrastructure? Where is this all headed, and what can GSA do to, to even improve the program more so that it's really useful to you all in the future?